Okay, today I'm going to talk about what I think is one of the best camp stoves on the market right now, especially for car camping. And I'm really happy that I switched to it about a year ago. And I'll just kind of run through the reasons why and the pros, cons, things I've used it for, as well as some of the other accessories that I've found that I like to pair with it. So the reason I got it is I was building our truck camper, building a drawer system that I wanted to have a bunch of storage in it for random stuff as well as for a kitchen setup. And my old stove was a standard 2-burner flip up style. I had to carry pots, pans, everything separate. It just took up a lot of space, and so I was looking for a more compact, all-in-one solution. That's where this thing came in. I got it, built the drawer around it, and it's been awesome. Had it for about a year now, and we've used it in all sorts of conditions, from like 10 degrees Fahrenheit to 100 degrees, and it's worked well in all of those situations. So it's a 2-burner stove, runs on propane, comes nested all together in one little package in this bag, and it has a pot that you can cook anything in and a pan, as well as a lid that fits on both of them, and the lid has a strainer built in. So this is the 2-burner style. There's also a 1-burner style. You can go that route if you don't need 2 burners often. So I have always used either that old stove I had or else just a standard Jetboil camp stove, and those are awesome for the most part. But if you're trying to do any sort of group meals or just larger scale cooking, something like this is going to be a lot more convenient. So that's the setup. Like I said, it runs on propane. It has valves on each burner. They work really well to control the flame, and then they also have strikers on each one. And so you don't have to carry a lighter. And then there is a windshield on it. I don't find myself needing it that much, so I rarely ever use it, but it is in there, and it's nested in around the pot. And so if you are somewhere windy in the desert or whatever, that is certainly there as an option. My favorite things, my least favorite things about it. Favorite things are, one, how quickly it set up. I think I can set it up in less than a minute. I love that it all nests together. It's quiet. It doesn't like rattle around, and it takes so little space compared to the old, again, pots, pans with handles, everything. I found that I end up needing like a full tote to fit all of that stuff in because it just doesn't nest together. So there's a bunch of wasted space, and it takes up a bunch of space. Whereas this is compact, portable. You can easily transfer it between cars, or when you get home, throw it in the garage, get it out of your car. So it's just very portable. I love that it runs on propane. These green canisters are available everywhere, any gas station, wherever, and they're cheap, and they last a very long time. So it's just a convenient fuel source. And then I just think it's really efficient. I haven't used every stove on the market, but I've used a few, and it just seems like overall it's efficient. It boils water really quickly if you're going that route, or if you're using the pan, it warms up quick, but you can control the flame well so that you're not just searing everything and burning your food. So for cooking options, just a few of my favorite things that we like to do now with this kit. I just leave it in my truck all the time. So if we're gonna bomb out for the night or a couple nights, all we do a lot of times is just go to our freezer and grab like a Trader Joe's bag of like, chicken fried rice or something like that, some eggs, some meat, and then just a bunch of snacks. We can head out, cook, in the pan. Like, I think that's just a cheat code, bringing these frozen meals, because it helps to keep the rest of your food cool. And then you cook it, it's instant, very, very little cleanup. So I love doing that. We've also done spaghetti, we've done steaks, we've done veggies, like we've done all sorts of stuff on it, and it works well. The pot boils water really quickly, so like I said, you can totally do like pasta or whatever in here. The lid has a strainer built into it, and so you can strain water out of whatever dish you're making and then continue cooking. So really the only thing that I would say it's not optimized for is like thick steaks or something, where it'd be nice to have a little more thermal mass. And so that's where some of the accessory things come in. And then I guess one of the other downsides is that it is fairly expensive. Compared to other options, it's definitely expensive. With that being said, you do get a pot pan together, and it works really well. So yeah, it is what it is. And then as far as things to pair with it, so generally speaking, when we go out, I just use one of these little spatulas. This is from my other Jetboil kit, and so I just use this, and a lot of times we just end up cooking and eating out of this pan. Like 90% of the time, we just cook there. Once we're done, pull it off, and then use a spatula or a spoon or whatever, and eat straight from the pan, and then wipe it out really quick, and it's good to go. So you can set up, eat, take down, and it only adds a couple minutes to the whole process. Another thing that we've done quite a bit is we got this Dutch oven. Now, I get this is totally the opposite of the rest of the system, and that it's not lightweight It's not that compact. But if you're going on a trip that you want to do some extra cooking, or maybe even want to use a campfire, this thing has been fun. It's just a standard Dutch oven, and we'll sometimes use it on the campfire, or sometimes just set it right onto here. And so the legs drop down, and we can use it to cook things like steak, or just to keep things warm, or if the campfire is not cooperating, we can go over to this thing. And that just makes it so that we don't always have to carry charcoal. And if we want to cook, like I said, steaks or something like that, having that thermal mass is nice, because it just helps level the heat when you throw cold meat on there. And normally, like with a thin pan, it just like cools way down, and then it just fluctuates a lot, and so it's harder to cook things evenly. Now, another accessory that, and I just got this one recently, but I think it's super cool. I haven't even used it on this setup. I've just been using it at home, but I'm taking it out today. So I'm gonna use it tomorrow morning for the first time on the camp stove. But this is an espresso machine. I'm new to this whole space, but I'm excited about it. It's just a pot, you put water in it, coffee in the top, seal it off, boil the water, and then once it's hot, and you can actually just boil water, pour it in there. Then once it's good to go, you just bring water out through, and you've got your shots of espresso. Then if you bring milk or half nap or whatever, it has a steamer on it as well, which is pretty wild. So this will be a fun thing when we're slow camping at the car and want to have a fun little coffee experience. But if we're not doing that, I still use the AeroPress. I've shared about this in other videos. The AeroPress Go kit has a cup built in, super quick, efficient way to make delicious coffee, and I've used this thing hundreds of times. This is usually my go-to for coffee. So as of right now, with this setup in the truck all the time, I don't ever even take it out unless I need it in the Subaru or whatever else. Can boil water in a minute, make a cup of coffee, and be back on the road. So it's just super efficient. So overall, who do I think I would recommend this to? I think anybody who's like me, in that you want a compact kit that's all nestled together, doesn't rattle around, is efficient use of space, and you're going to use it quite a bit. If you're not going to be going out much and you're primarily going to be backpacking and only occasionally cooking a little bit out of the car, I still think a smaller Jetboil can work well for that. And then if you're only cooking for yourself, maybe you only want the single burner, or maybe, again, you can get by with something smaller or cheaper, especially if you're only going out for 1 or 2 nights a year. But with that being said, if you're looking for what I would consider the best setup right now for me, I think this is it, and I think it's totally worth it. So hopefully that was useful. I'll link everything below, and let me know your thoughts in the comments.